All right. I'm making subs tomorrow.
Yeah, subs would be great. Yeah.
Go sit at the table.
I'm making fresh strawberries.
I'm listening to you.
I just was saying
Can I get a cup of tea?
I wouldn't tell you if you were looking to sit down.
Angel Fish, sit at the table, booby.
$200, that's $200 extra. 60 days. So my thing is, 60 days.
I can get past that.
Oh, what do you need help with? Oh, would you like my grapes? Can I say please? You want grapes and apples? Yeah. Have a couple.
Real shoes at? Here.
My Birkenstocks keep getting taken.
Here.
No, let me go find one now. Turn that TV down to medium, please. You said what? Turn it down to medium, please.
Sleep.
Yes.
We need to get a couple things of baking soda and put in that freezer down here.
I got baking soda in that refrigerator right now. Coco, what is you barking at, bro? Damn. Big nigga. Y'all in your house, nigga. Oh shit! How come I did that? I thought I evaded the hand. Yummy, yummy.
Yummy.
Yes, I'm down here.
Oh, that's you?
Yes, I'm down here.
Mama, I
I love you too.
Dada, I
I love you too.
Mama, you were struggling.
Real nigga records. Whoa, Matt, they got you singing? Let me find out Matt Bay got you singing. about to beat this nigga just for this shit. Bitches, we woke. Hey. Well, there goes that idea. Damn, I did not know that can honey bake my ham. Well, now that I know that. Fuck! rest of that homework done tonight. Study the PowerPoint and listen to the book tomorrow. And then take that practice quiz. I want to make sure I study. I have to be able to do a lot of it. Wow. I'm going to take this off and run to the feet. Okay, what are you doing, bro? Good night. Fuck. Oh, shit. Bruh. I just don't want to keep wasting my stone and emerald eyes. But I think I can keep buying them, though. Alright.
Good night, I love you as well. So, honey, I washed. Teddy's got a shirt in the dryer, a white shirt. I earned him some pants, some shorts on the back of the thing. Ouch.
Listen to.
And there's light colored clothes in the washer. But we needed wash rags and towels. So the other, and then Aiden has a red shirt. So the next load that'll go in will be dark. So.
So, T, what's up with it? What you doing?
Babe, I don't know what this cheese gonna taste like because this is emulsified down to like nothing.
Oh yeah? Whoa. I'm sorry.
I think this is an office like in shape. I didn't think about that. That's a little quick way to make some money.
What?
When they send you them offers, you know, that's a better thing.
Seeing what offer?
When they send you the actual, where they give you a certain amount of money if you put a certain amount of money in there. This one is, I don't know. Give you $300 if you deposit So is it 3,000 and keep it there, or just totally up to you how you want to sit in it. You give directions. Baby, I don't think we used our series.
Fuck. Roof.
Do I look zombie enough? I'm not scaring me. You look so real. Are you gaming on a Chromebook? Yeah.
What is going on, guys? The Crafter here, back in Demon Souls Remake on the PS5. This time we are fighting the Dragon God boss, giving you an easy guide on how to beat this guy. He's more of a puzzle than an actual boss. Come on in, if you want to put one attack in, or so, there's a pillar on the right-hand side, and it's up to you how you want to do this. You can have them kind of invade it into touch again for you, or you can run back. What that you use to break towards those matters, so it's like a super quick attack, and it can take you several times to actually get pillars, so you want to make sure that you have something that's kind of like a medium sword type that can get through the pillar, and this two attacks, if not less, very heavy weapons that actually punch through in a single attack. And then once you're through the first pillar, you're going to want to head on over to that safe spot there, wait till he's unaggroed. You can tell that he is unaggroed when his eyes are yellow. So he's about to attack when his eyes are red, so we're kind of sitting there. Red eyes means he's about to punch you, and it's very, very scary. He does a lot of damage, so you don't want to get punched. He is at idle, his eyes are yellow, he's just kind of looking around. You basically want to wait until he's chill for a bit and then looking the other way. Also, very, very important, put on the Thief's Ring. You have to have the Thief's Ring to make this fight super, super easy, so make sure you have that on. And then you're going to make your way on the right-hand side through a series of 3 different pillars, and so it's just kind of like a wait, and it's a cat and mouse game, and so you really want to just be patient, wait till he unaggroes, wait till he's looking the other way, and then get the attack in before you move forward. If you get too greedy, he will just punch you in the face and deal a ton of damage. While it is very possible to survive an attack or two from him, if you're at this guide, you've probably been getting stomped by the 2-3 boss here, Dragon God, several times. So I recommend just putting on the Thief Ring and being patient, letting him de-aggro before you push forward to the next pillar. Once you've got through the first 3 walls or pillars, then you are on to essentially phase 2. Once you hit him with that ballista there, he opens up a new area and you can drop down here and now you're on to the next section. By comparison, phase 2 is quite a bit easier. It's a straight line. There's a lot less that could go wrong here. Again, with the Thief Ring on, you're going to be in really good shape. I did just cast the Water Veil spell in case you do get hit by a fire attack. You have a better chance of survive. With the first pillar here, you just want to run up to it, attack it once or twice, depending on what weapon you have equipped, and then lose aggro on him again. Also, just make sure you look and see what color his eyes are. If they're red, or if he starts to growl at you, you know things are getting bad, and you you want to dip on out and get to a safe point. So as long as you're patient in this particular point here, you should be good to go. As long as you also have the thief ring on. Very, very important. Thief ring you can pick up in 1-1, so it's a very early game item. You might have skipped it. It's right next to Strava, so make sure you pick that up before you come on in here. This is the second pillar now. Same as the first one. There's just not much to say. Like, you just have to be very, very patient and don't get overly greedy. You try to just power through this whole area. You might survive a dragon punch or two, but just being patient is the easiest and safest way. Once you get through this third pillar here, then you need to book it fast. This is when I actually prefer to get pretty greedy. Your RNG may not be as good as ours was there, so you might get hit with a fire attack here depending on how fast. The second phase is really not the tough part. If you can get consistency on phase 1, the Dragon God, you'll be good to go. And then essentially once you're past phase 2 here, he is almost harmless. And I say almost because you can actually still die on phase 3. So you want to be careful there. There is also this part. You can get consistent, get pretty greedy with a dragon punch or two. It's right next to it. What you have. But not, you're going to be in really good shape. I did just cast the water veil spell in case you get hit by a fire attack and there's a chance to survive. With the first pillar here, you just want to run up to it, attack it once or twice depending on what weapon you have equipped, and then lose aggro on him again. Also, make sure you look and see what color his eyes are. If they're red or if he starts to growl at you, you know things are getting bad. You want to dip on out and get to a safe point. So as long as you're patient in this particular point here, you should be good to go. As long as you also have the thief ring on. Very, very important. Thief ring you can pick up in 1-1, so it's right next to Strava, so make sure you pick that up before you come on in here. This is the second pillar now. Same as the first one. There's just not much to say. Like, you just have to be very, very patient and don't get overly greedy. If you try to just power through this whole area, you might survive with a dragon punch or two, but just being patient is the easiest and safest way. Once you get through this third pillar here, then you need to book it fast. He is going to breathe fire. This is when I actually prefer to get pretty greedy. Your RNG may not be as good as ours was there, so you might get hit with a fire attack here depending on how fast you are. But, you know, second phase is really not the tough part. If you can get consistency on phase 1 for Dragon God, you'll be good to go. And then essentially once you're he is almost harmless. And I say almost because you can actually still die on phase 3. So you do want to be careful there. There is also a crystal blizzard that you can take out if you want to. That's completely optional. So you can head on down here and you just want to be patient. Again, like this is like it's a total gimmick fight. It sucks, right? Because the Dragon God himself looks amazing. It'd be really cool if it was like an actual It's a big cut. It looks awesome. This whole area is awesome. You just find Flame Lurker is super tough, so I think this is okay. With the puzzle. When you can see the fire kind of coming out of his mouth there, that actually does damage to you. If you don't have a lot of health or you stick in that fire breath for too long, you will die. So again, you want to be patient before you go in there. Make sure he's not breathing fire on you. And then just kind of smack him in the face, and then he is done. Done. So hopefully that guy was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have tons of Demon Souls remake and other Soulsborne guides, tips, and tutorials and news over at ggsouls.com. Make sure you guys check those out. See you on the next one.
Angel fish. Bubbles. Come here, Bubbles.
My slideshows that control between my eyeballs and lips. I find between my eyeballs I need to the long
Baby, almost our anniversary.
No. I know a little lady. You excited for it? just ran for his life. Way to go, B. Way to go, B. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can shoot that nigga chin. How do I get to him? I'm about to see. Huh? Yup. Easy, stupid. Yeah. Game time, bitch. Hey, buddy. Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. 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 Quick 40 bands. Quick 40 bands. 19, huh?
It's purple. It's purple. It's purple dinner. It's purple. It's purple.
Did you see my text that I sent you about jelly gummies?
Yeah.
It's flag. What they call it?
The greens is what get flagged.
Nobody can fly around the house.
That said it's legal there. He's like, you know, I'm so paranoid. He said, I have her brother send it. But I ain't know how we got home with some the teas.
with intent.
We
How
gotta
many
get you
futures
your
have your
show
violence
on.
suspended? Who's your
Gotta keep
Goliath?
mommy time. We gotta get you a good bedtime. Let's get going. No, 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 no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You gotta pick a side of the fence. The grass is green until you fighting for survival. And it really look like slideshows. Taking photos from my iPhone. I found between my eyebrows I blink. That shit's so long and free.
So,
Like a weapon on
don't
the
put
type
nothing
of
in there.
ascension. To white holes and spike holes was right on
Okay?
some ice Soviet plated like Masada. Recycling sins. Before I trust, I'm gonna assess the Bible intent. How many futures have your viruses been? Who's your Goliath? Operating from pride to make you tend to multiply love. That's something we all recognize. The eye of the tiger. Patience don't mean a buy and Satan still hit a higher creator, still here with fires. I don't need no Bible to touch the golden rule, the Messiah, the Christ. Lay down his life for backstabbers and fighters. Every color of the iris who couldn't see what it felt was. But now we at the height of everything we work for.
No, 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 no. This is not right. You're not about to steal my bath water every time I make some bath water. You want to steal it? Really? You want to be dramatic? Let's find a show. Let's be dramatic. Come on. Find your show.
I think one of the biggest things as the game has evolved. Mama gotta have a light, boo boo. I'm talking shit to Angel. I told her, I said, Mama gotta have a life, boo boo.
Look, you want to get your blanket?
You got any sugar in it?
I think we need more mint. It's got tea color. I can pull it,
Okay.
but I think we got to pull the mint from the plant. I came to the conclusion that laundry downstairs is because it was half dried, not because it was improperly washed.
Yeah, because I rewashed it.
Yeah, it was still half dry.
Who took it out before it dried?
I don't know, honey.
Oh, I'm probably caught. I had my ringer off. No, mine ain't called this soon. The V had to work.
I'm going the wrong phone.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, old man.
What's going on?
Go to work.
Nah, I was doing homework. I'm taking a break.
I thought you were out of school.
No, the term started back up.
Oh, okay.
I've been in class all week.
Keep up with you.
I'll be moving around, Auntie. I'll be moving around.
Yeah, because let's see. I thought you were finished last Thursday.
No, I finished the week before.
You started back up again.
Yeah, I finished the other term a week before last. And then I had a week off and then right back. I passed this class. Now I can apply for nursing school now. I couldn't because when we was in Atlanta, I was working with them people to get my nursing assistant license name changed because I got to order it because they have my name backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually need to take the copy of my new license because, like, even though they let me work, but that's part of the reason why, like, even when I use the software to document my patient, my name in there is Morgan Brandon, not Brandon Morgan. And so I wasn't gonna be able to take the entrance exam or the nursing, or even apply without that without my license. So I gotta order that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing but $10. But that's when, so like, it took me almost like a month and a half before they had fixed it because I had to call them while we was out of town. Like when we was in Myrtle Beach, I had finally got them they had finally did it. Because I had called them and told them, they say, I don't know how we ain't catch it. They say, we should have caught that the day you took your test. I say,
exactly.
Right.
Well, we know how y'all didn't catch it. Nobody does their damn job.
Yeah, because remember when I drove up to Portsmouth, Ohio to take the test?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah. That's what I always told Bam when he signed his name, sign it Georgia now for 4.
Oh, yeah, sign it all the way out.
Uh-huh.
And the crazy thing...
they call on here looking for Junior. And so what I would do, when they ask for George now, I'd say the 3rd or the 4th, which would confuse them.
Right.
Because they didn't know who they were looking for. And then when they figured out who it was, I told this one lady, I said, well, he's never lived here. Then she wanted to get mad. She's like, well, why did he get this address and this phone number? I'm like, you ask him when you talk to him. But he ain't never lived this address. I got number 4, not number 3.
Right. And then also, too, like, you know, the funny thing is, I signed my name Brandon S. Morgan. I always have. Mm. And they've never caught it. So, essentially, they just been, like, going through. I'm like, I signed my name Brandon S. Morgan. I don't know. And it wasn't signed Morgan S. Brandon.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's why I was like, cool. This teacher I got, like, now, this guy a basketball coach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said, when I was talking to him today, he said, oh, you're a basketball coach? I said, yeah. We're going to have to call basketball. And I'm like, all right. So I've been a coach for years. And I told him, like, different experiences that I had in the medical field. So him and his wife are professors. His wife is a professor at UC. And he was like, he's been teaching all over. So he would teach at Miami as well as high school, and then for the last, I think, 20-something years, he's just been at Cincinnati State.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this man be on it. So I was like, it's better. It's +2. I got the books in advance. So like I pay attention to everything he said. He said, if you do it the way I said, you should come out here with at least a B.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, all right, that'll work.
So everybody's more or less back in class at Cincinnati State, right?
Uh-huh. This the fall term.
Okay. Yeah, because see, they were talking about Luna was supposed to go to Cincinnati State. Luna shit don't get out of bed till 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That girl ain't going to school.
Is she depressed?
Yeah, like I say, her mama screwed her up royally. Because number one, she didn't want to go to school in Atlanta. And they do all this shit. And then when she's supposed to go, they ain't got no room for her because Yolanda ain't taking care of shit. Well, then, they talking about her going to Cincinnati State and then she's supposed to transfer to a school close to her father. But like I say, she ain't doing nothing.
She working?
No. She don't get out of bed till 2 or 3 o'clock.
That's dangerous.
Exactly.
That's dangerous. She too young for that.
And see, and her mama ain't doing nothing going on about her business. Now, Elijah, he's enjoying living on campus. And so he comes home on the weekend. And the first thing he did when he got home was get his laundry done.
Yeah.
Because he stayed with Catherine the whole summer because he wanted to get a job with TC. Well, he still got that job, too.
So he work on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that girl ain't doing nothing, and she went off on Gina again. And see,
again?
Me,
again?
You be that girlfriend, and I be telling your mama, you take her with you.
She went off on her.
She went off on Yolanda, too. But they ain't looked at. This kid is depressed. She done worked hard in school and all this, that, and the other. And when it comes time for her to, continue her education, her parents don't jack her around.
That's crazy.
And so she's in a fair. And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. In a minute, that girl gonna wait for her to come out. Because if you ain't doing nothing other than sleeping, then she gonna catch up with you.
She said with that one they got back. He a weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know who the guy is, but that's what she said.
Yeah, I met that.
Go, lay down, go. And then go.
My goodness.
Yeah. But see, like I say, Grandma ain't helping either. Because you putting up with it. And it's bad when you have to hide stuff in your own house so people don't get into it and eat it up and that kind of thing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They say, no, that would not be happening. Because, see, my thing would be, hey, if you ain't got a job, you ain't going to school, you're going to at least keep my house clean.
She can go around.
Gina does all the housework, all the cooking. That girl don't do nothing but eat and sleep. And then she went off on Yolanda because some Gina cooked. She called her, Grandma, I don't want that. And so Yolanda brought her something, and she goes off on Yolanda because she didn't want that either. Over there, like, yeah, but then you go hungry.
Oh man, that's too much. Some stuff I ain't even gonna put up with. My temperament I ain't that good.
I'm not either.
I ain't that good.
Yeah.
God didn't bring me this far to throw it away like that.
Yeah. And see the thing about it, this is an adult, okay?
That girl.
And she done went off on Gina twice. She going off on her mama. Y'all better get her out that house, or y'all better find her some professional help.
Yeah, Shorty going wild. Hopefully they better get a hold of her now, because like if they don't get a hold of her, that corner's right up the street.
Well, see, the thing about it, you can't get a hold of her now. She's an adult. See, you need to get a hold when she was younger. But as they get older, and you know,
That's crazy, because when she was at Purcell, she was active and everything like that.
yeah. But you know what? She was active, but like I say, they were living in their own space. She had her own room, you know, and that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But then, okay, Yolanda ain't paid the rent because she going on trips. They end up with Gina. And, like, for prom and homecoming, Riri and Catherine was the one that got her the stuff for that. Because they asked Yolanda what she was going to do. Well, I'm going to do her hair. And then it comes time for graduation. She almost didn't walk because Yolanda hadn't paid any of the fees.
Yeah, she mad
The
at her.
archdiocese paid the fees so she could graduate because they said she was a good student and she participated. Okay, you got that. And then it come around, she's supposed to be going to school. Y'all making these trips to Atlanta and whatever. But then when she's supposed to be on campus, ain't shit happening. Because they didn't have no place for her.
Man, listen.
I mean, what would that do to a kid?
The culture shock, auntie. What's the matter?
I honestly believe that's why Bamford man got that stuff. Because all this fight and they talk, we should have used college, we should have used college. And when the time came, he had no money to send him to college. And then he got the money and paid to get these college. Okay? And like I say, didn't tell him until he graduated. And right before he graduated, that's when he found out. They didn't, well, I would say his father, because his mama did work. Wasn't no money there to send him to school. Because if that was the case, that's when they used to have counselors. All they had to do was, talk to the counselors. Because I know people who got D's and F's at Walton Hills and got scholarship money to go to school. Because one of my friends went to Ohio State. And like I say, she didn't do shit in school. She got D's mostly. She did enough in order to graduate, but like I say, her grades wasn't all that high. But she managed to get scholarships to go to Ohio State. They just let him put him out to hang.
But unfortunately, a lot of parents lie. They don't tell their babies the truth. I'm telling you, I ain't got your money for school. That's your job. But I got your existence.
Well, see, I remember when Tommy was getting close to graduating. I remember my mother telling him, we don't have the money to send you to school. Well, Tommy was going to the art academy, so he ended up getting scholarships. That's how he was able to go. But see, he knew up front they didn't have the money to send him to school.
Yeah, it's just a reality.
Like I say, they more or less waited till it was time for Junior to graduate and sprung that shit on him. And of course, he was embarrassed because he making plans with his friends that was gonna be going to Ohio State and whatever. And when it comes time to go, they went off to school, so he went and found him a little janitorial job. No, he started driving cab or something. I can't remember what he was doing. Yeah. And then he was able to go, like winter quarter, but that was about it.
But see, that's the thing, Auntie. A lot of these people, they not telling them babies the truth. And all I'm hearing is Nuna throwing a tantrum. That's all I hear. I mean, I ain't hearing nothing about that. They can't be fixed. She just throwing a tantrum. She be all right.
Yeah, she throwing a tantrum. And why y'all ignoring it as opposed to treating her like a 2-year-old if a 2-year-old throws a tantrum?
Oh, yeah.
You nip that shit quick and fast.
Yeah.
And John is engaged. I think they just wait for John to move out, but Gina done already told him, even when he does move out, y'all ain't moving to that 3rd floor. And see, right now, Luna's there, because like I say, Yolanda don't stay there. Now, Elijah lives on campus, loving every bit of it. I said, yeah, he away from that drama.
Oh, yeah. Not to mention, he around people he comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he pretty much on his own.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he'd be the kind of kid take off running. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey. And because I imagine when he get ready to go to college, he gonna go as far away as he can get.
Especially if he can get the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure even with probably talking to his sister and things like that, he probably like, you know what? It's on me to do what I want to do, and I think that's a good mind frame to have. But at the same token, I think it's just one of those things with those kids.
And see, with him, he always kept a job because he worked at the school.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't the type. He ain't look for nobody to give him shit. Because see, he picked up on his mama a long time ago, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And because see, before their grandmother died, she did a whole lot for him. Because the parents wasn't doing anything. Even that boy's father sent Yolanda $300 one year for those kids for Christmas. Because he said, I know my son ain't gonna do shit. Well then, they lost Angie.
Right.
The daddy ain't doing nothing. The mama ain't doing nothing.
That's crazy.
And daughter think somebody gonna take care of her from now on. She gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
See, they aren't preparing her for real life.
Man.
I mean, when you living with somebody and they feeding you and you gonna go off on them.
Yeah, but Auntie, unfortunately, they don't let that stuff slide too long. You know what I mean? They don't let it slide. You know what I mean? If they didn't ever let it slide, she wouldn't be the way she been.
Yeah.
They've been letting.
See, I would have never let her move in. Now that's me. Because with Elijah, like I say, he could have been living on campus. And so then she would have had to find some place for her and that girl to live. Well, you done found somewhere for you to live. Why not your daughter?
Yeah.
Because it's really strange. She put those kids off on Gina. She didn't ask her sisters. Because her sisters are basically disgusted with her anything. And they did what they could, to help her go to prom and all that, and get ready for graduation and all that. But hey, they got their own kids.
Well, I know for a fact that, me and don't be quiet on these kind of things. And it ain't even so much the kid that's the issue. It's like, why am I getting why do I got a shoulder and they got 2 fully operational parents?
Well, the father ain't never been operational. He was in service. I think he might have some PTSD. He's got issues.
Right.
The mama, that weed done burn up too many of her brain cells.
I know, Auntie, man. They use. It's a lot of people that's doing well for themselves. We just got to call out the fact that Londa got to be immature. Marijuana don't make, you know what I mean? Weed is just that's almost like blaming alcohol for people's bad decisions.
Yeah.
You consume it.
Yeah, but when I say that, too, like I say, when you use the grocery money and buy weed and that kind of shit, you always high.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
because, and then, two, you losing good jobs.
That's all.
Because she don't work the UC, she don't work the Good Sam, she don't work the children.
That, like I said, you got to call out the immaturity. That ain't got nothing to do. The weed or whatever she put in her body, that's just icing on the cake. Sprinkles.
Yeah, like I say, she done burn up too many brain cells with the weed. Like I say, she always was nuts, but that doesn't help. And then her mama don't help going along with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, my sister is one of them type of people. If you slipping her a few bucks every now and then, she puts up with shit. Because, see, she did the same thing with Mike. And then she would talk about Mike like a dog and complain about the things he was doing, blah, 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 blah. And when Michael got to the age where he could collect Social Security, she was going around talking about that money was going to be hers. As soon as Mike was eligible for Social Security, Mike went and found him a place to live. It's just like Mike's insurance policy that Mama has. She was talking about that was her money. I'm like, how that's going to be your money when that's the money that has to be used to bury his ass? But see, them dollars make people crazy, make them greedy. And see, it's just like John. He slipped money when he get ready, but then John has high-end taste. He bought that new car when he was collecting unemployment, and she told him, why don't you wait until you go back to work? Well, he didn't do that. He went and got it, and then he couldn't pay the rent. But he's still there.
Hey, man.
Because, see, think about it. You can't talk about you engaged and you buying diamond engagement rings, but you can't pay me the money that you need to pay me to stay here.
Man. Oh, auntie got her little nest going crazy.
But like I say, a lot of it's on her, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of it's on her. And like I say, if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, don't complain to me about it, because you ain't gonna like what I have to say about it. Point blank.
Right.
Because I just have to say, well, you must like it that way. You don't do anything to change the situation.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, you know what I mean? You know, if folks realize they can take advantage of you, they will.
they will.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
But you know.
And so, like I say, they taking good advantage of that.
Hey.
But, hey.
I mean, hey, I hope Nuna shake up out of that though, because it's just like, you know what I mean? Like she's young.
She's young, and like I say, and I think a big part of it is depression, because she probably feels like she's been let down all her life.
Mm-hmm.
And see, what's the point of wanting kids to get good grades and participate in everything else, and they have no future once all that's over?
Well, part of it is people got to start telling the truth. There's money out here. You might not have it liquid yourself, but there's no excuse to be cheap. There's ways around it. Most of them kids that went to Purcell, they were able to go to the University of Dayton, because that's the Marianist College. That's what I was telling Amy. Like, it's this one girl they went to St. Cecilia with. That girl went up to University of Dayton, and she just graduated college, but I think like during COVID. But that girl took advantage of that Marianist program.
Exactly.
You got to take advantage. The money there. The money is there.
But see, even with the FAFSA, Riri kept waiting for her to bring all the information so she could fill out the FAFSA. Well, the information she needed basically would have come from Yolanda.
But I remember I kept asking, like, it sound. I'm just being honest. Sound like Londa dealing with mental issues. That's what
Yolanda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is.
And
but see, she puts on this gay face. She having such a good time, blah blah blah, going on trips with her friends she can't afford, and all this, that, and the other shit. She putting up a good front. But the fact of the matter is, like I say, I think she's a depressed soul too, and that's why she smokes so much weed.
Yeah, cause like, all right, think about it. Her other two sisters are married. Tori be doing his own thing. John doing his own thing. You know what I mean? And it looked like they doing better than, you know what I mean? You know, people pocket watch.
Well, you know what? When you start to think about it, okay, look at it this way. Now, John was the oldest and the oldest boy. Okay? John always got more than Tori. Okay? I know that from him growing up. And then with them girls, Gina always paid more attention to Riri. She was the oldest girl, and Catherine, she was the baby. So Yolanda was just basically stuck in the middle. Nobody paid much attention to her.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like Londa.
And that's why, like I say, I think that's why Tori lives the way he does.
Aloof.
And, yeah. And he'll come up for special things, but other than that, they don't hear a lot from him. Tori has even come to Cincinnati and hasn't got in touch with any of them. Riri ran into him and some people downtown one time. They had come up for a concert or something. Well, didn't nobody even know he was in town. He didn't call nobody. He didn't call his mama, his sister, nobody.
Yeah. Whatever going on in that family, that's what keep him away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then ain't no telling. It could have been someone said. You know.
Well, part of it was Gina would dog his wife. Yeah, she turned out to be no good. And even after they stood up, they ended up getting back together because, as a matter of fact, he raised her second daughter. Is he
still with her?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Because she got pregnant. And the guy she had the second girl, but I think was from Argentina. And he was talking about taking his daughter and going back to Argentina. And she was scared he was going to take that child. That's why she hooked back up with Tori for a while. And then, like I say, when she took off again, that little girl stayed with Tori. Tori raised that little girl. He raised both of them.
Right. Yeah.
And they say Ayla thinks she's a boy.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about the other little girl. Well, she grown now too. But yeah, Tori ended up raising both of those girls by himself.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is the game. The game is the game. That's why, people, stuff happen and people internalize things. It's just like, T didn't know, but I was like, I seen that his daughter's grandma died. I said, I don't know.
Whose daughter?
T, his daughters, their grandma died.
Tori's daughter?
No, T, Terrence, his daughters. Their mother's mother died.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if you know. I said, but check on your daughters. He was like, they said nobody told him. I said, I just happened to see it because I'm friends with one of her uncles. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, and so, it's just one of those things to where it's like sometimes them kids be internalizing things that they ain't got no business. You know what I mean? Yeah, your folks might not work out, but I ain't never had an issue about my daddy not being with my mom. I just had an issue with him not being a father. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Him not being with my mother, that didn't bother me. But him not playing his role as a father, that bothered me more than anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's only because I didn't want to share daddies like I had to. Like, my uncles overcompensated for you know, for me, you know, because like I said, my daddy wasn't in the picture.
Right.
Same thing with my grandfather. You know what I mean? But you know, it's one of those things where, like me, I think that's what made me a father I am today. Because it's just like I tell my kids, I just ain't want y'all to have that dumb look like I had. Cause you sitting there, you waiting for something.
I look at Bam, and I never know. Even to this day, I don't know what Bam thought about his father.
Me and him talk about that, and he was like, it never bothered him. He said when he seen him. I think Bam was just more accepting of the situation.
Yeah.
Go night.
He never said anything about him. He don't talk about him. Except sometimes, you know, like, we might be talking about stuff, and I say, yeah, your daddy used to do such and such, and, you know, I tell him how, you know, when we brought him home from the hospital, the first thing his dad did was put him on the couch and put the headphones on him, so you might as well get used to listening to the music.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there was really nothing I could tell him about his daddy. Because by the time Bam was 7, his daddy was more or less out the picture. He was kind of out the picture before that, you know, but he was in and out. By the time Bam turned 7, he was completely out.
Right.
And so it's not something, like I say, I don't know if he missed it. Like I say, he never said. But Bam just went on with his business. And like I say, even though it seems like, you know, it's something he more or less accepted, it still has to have some effect. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, he's human.
Like I say, he just don't show it, and he go on about his business. And see, the funny thing about him, when he would sing, he would be happy to sing, but he would be just as happy when he didn't sing.
I see.
He never complained about him or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And some kids are like that, but other kids, like I say, they can't stand the idea of not having a father around, especially if they see their friends, they got their daddies taking them places and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I think this is one of those things you learn to just accept.